What's up, gentlemen? So when it comes to being well-groomed, there is a razor-thin line between being acceptably polished and looking like a chick. But on the flip side, if you don't do enough, then you run the risk of looking like a savage. And nobody wants to get sexy or freaky with a savage. Today, guys, I'm taking all the guesswork out of your grooming game. I'm going over 12 grooming don'ts that you never should do. Think of these as the top 12 grooming commandments that you shall never do. Starting with number 1, which is don't think it's gay to be well groomed. So for me personally, I've been called gay, a fag, like you name it, I have been called it because I started taking pride and ownership in my appearance and my grooming from a young age. And that is one of the main reasons why I started a YouTube channel talking about style and grooming back in 2008. I wanted to make it more socially acceptable for guys, regular average dudes, to take pride and ownership in their appearance. Tweezing your eyebrows doesn't make you gay. Sleeping with dudes makes you gay. Not that there is anything wrong with it. You want to love dudes? Do it. You want to love spicy senoritas? Do it. Alpha M doesn't care, and neither should you. But what I do care about when it comes to eyebrows is that they're not overly tweezed or too thin. Do not overarch or pluck your brows, or you will look like a chick. Don't ever shave your brows. Gentlemen, use tweezers. Remove the hair from the root, all right? When you shave, what actually happens is you're now seeing a cross-section of the hair. And so when it starts to grow back all at the same time, it's going to look like you've got 5 o'clock stubble in your brow. Instead, high-quality tweezers, bing, bang, pop those bad boys out when you remove it from the root. When it starts to grow back, it is a fine point and not as obvious. The third biggest, this one hurts because I see it so much, and you guys are you're so close to rocking a badass beard, but you're shaving the wrong area. Guys, under here, do not remove that hair. You need it, or else the neck fat when you turn your head is going to be all exposed and it's going to make your chin look weaker. Head straight, take your finger, boom, right? You're going to shave everything below, leave everything above. Do not carve or shave up there. Number 4 is don't have back hair. If you've got back hair, it needs to be removed. How are you going to do that? The way that I would recommend, as opposed to calling and asking your mom to shave your back, is to actually grab a back blade. It's a do-it-yourself back hair shaving system. All right, you can find them on Amazon. This is the best thing I've ever found. 5th grooming commandment is thou shalt not rocketh a monster man bush. Not only is the monster man bush going to make Big Al look like a teeny weeny, it's also going to make you stink. It's going to trap odor. It's going to be hotter. It's not sexy. Gentlemen, if you are rocking a monster man bush, I don't even know you. Which brings me to the 5th grooming don't. Don't have stinky balls. Gentlemen, how are you going to do that and prevent it 100%? Boom. Hit it with a little non-talc based powder. The best powder in the business is the Pete and Pedro powder. If you've got testicles, you should be powdering them after the shower before you leave the house. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and also don't forget a little bit more, whoop, right up the booty crack so you don't get swamp ass. Fact, it's a hot, meaty mess down your pants. All day, you're up, you're running around. You got Big Al, you got the boys. It's all packed in your pants. What happens? You start to sweat. It's dark, it's damp, and if you're not powdering, what happens? Exactly, bacteria forms, causing you to have musky, stinky nuts. If you want to make sure that your balls smell fresh as mine, you got to make sure every day you're giving them a little dusting of the good stuff. The good stuff, I should say the best stuff, is the Pete and Pedro powder. It is a non-talc based powder. 99% of powders on the market, guys, are made from talc. Talc is not good for your body, number 1, because it's been shown to actually cause cancer, and personally I don't want to rub cancer causing anything on my junk, but it also doesn't work as well. Let me show you. These glasses of water represent your sweaty balls. On one side, you've got talc-based powders, the other Pete and Pedro. When you add talc-based powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is a pasty, chalky mess in your pants. When you add your Pete and Pedro powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is powder. Nothing but powder. The choice is yours, gentlemen. A white, talky, milky mess in your pants or Pete and Pedro powder. We've got 3 super badass options for you to choose from. We've got unscented, we've got fresh, and we've got frost. Frost is one you got to be a little bit ready for because it's cold, it's cooling, and when you put that bad boy on after you do a little manscaping session in the shower and shave your nuts, woo, it's freezing cold. Gentlemen, bottom line, if you want the best powder on the market and you are ready to take your ball game to the next level, hit that link down below. Use that that limited time discount code, because bottom line is this: thou shalt never have stinky nuts if you use Pete and Pedro powder. The next men's grooming don't is don't have nasty nails on your hands or your feet. Every single one of you needs to look. Do they look good? Do they look sexy? Are they bitten or crusty or nasty? Are your toes funky and discolored? Gentlemen, bottom line, you need to start taking better care of it. Guys, every single one of you should have some type of manicure kit in your grooming arsenal, all right? This is one from Pete and Pedro. I'll link to down below. It is amazing. It's got everything you need. It's got clippers, it's got nippers, scissors, tweezers, and all the other goodies to make sure that not only your nails are sexy, that they are ready for action. The next grooming don't is don't have stinky halitosis. Ah, God, no one should have to endure talking to you and having dragon breath pop them in the face, right? Gentlemen, if it smells like you ate a shit burger for breakfast, game over, deal over, no spicy senoritas, no job, no friends, because people are gonna be like, oh God, you mean Brian, the guy with shit breath? Next up, gentlemen, don't have nose hair or ear hair. Those two things and areas are one of the nastiest, funkiest, most disgusting thing when you got all nasty hairs, because the other reality is that if you got a bunch of hairs in your nostrils, it's gonna trap boogers, and there's nothing worse than when you're talking to somebody with a booger. I'm gonna link to the Pete and Pedro nose and ear hair grooming tool down below. I am an expert and connoisseur because with nostrils this size, you know I mean business. This thing is amazing. It doesn't pull, it doesn't tug, it's super powerful, it's also USB chargeable, and so you don't need batteries. It also comes with two other amazing attachments so that you can like edge and detail. Basically, this thing is perfect. The next grooming don't is don't use cheap hair products on your hair unless you're okay damaging and possibly losing it. Next up, gentlemen, don't stink like either of these, all right? So, body sprays, out, right? They make you smell like a 12-year-old boy. These are horrible on everybody. Now, fragrance, all right? Thing we gotta talk about. Even if it smells amazing, you gotta make sure that you're not wearing too much of it, because overpowering body sprays or fragrances, even if it smells amazing, is going to make you repulsive and repugnant to others. And last but certainly not least, probably should be first, do not try to cover up or hide the fact that you are losing your hair. All right, comb overs, toupees, horrible. If you are somebody that is losing their hair, own it, embrace it. Take it nice and short, grow a beard, throw on a badass pair of frames. Throw on a badass pair of frames to add interest, detail, and dimension to your face. Gentlemen, game over, you win, sexy as hell. I wish I could shave my head. Unfortunately, I can't because of these ears. The worst thing you can do is try to hide it with some sort of funky hairstyle or a toupee or bad wig. You think in your head, you're like, oh, can anybody tell? The answer is yes, they can tell. And it's not worth the insecurity that you're walking around with. Now, if you're like, yo, I don't want to lose my hair, gentlemen, you don't have to. Bosley, I've talked about them a gazillion times. I'll link to them down below. They're amazing. They have products and solutions for you at any stage of hair loss, whether or not you're starting to lose a few extra strands or you're completely bald. Bosley can help you get your real hair back. When it comes to grooming routines, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all solution to every dude. It's personal preference. But the things that we talked about in this video, all 12 of them are not. You should never do them.